Welcome back, friends. This is Kelly Loves K-pop, and today we're doing a friendship reading, which I haven't done in a while. This one is on 17's Seungkwan and Youngji, who just featured in the BSS song Fighting, I believe is the track. I've listened to it like twice in my K-pop playlist, so remember liking it, but sometimes I'm a little foggy on the titles of things. But anyway, I remember it being really, really good. And I really like Youngji because I've seen her doing her like drinking show. And she's always hilarious. So she comes off very authentic and just like exuberant and bright. And obviously I've done readings on Seungkwan before. I think pretty recently. Thank you to the donator who asked for this reading. I believe they're the same one that has been asking for the other 17 readings, so I appreciate your return donations. It means a lot to me and it helps the channel keep going. And yeah, I just can't thank you enough. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. I feel like I said, I feel like I haven't done a friendship reading in a minute. Right out the Marvel mat. I haven't had this out in a while either. But I was feeling the vibes today. So as you know, we kind of start with a past, present, future reading for friendship readings, and then I'll do a reading on each person and kind of see where they are with each other, how they're feeling. Obviously, if the two people don't have a lot of interaction, then it becomes kind of just a mini reading on each person. But if they do have an interaction or they do have a connection, we'll obviously delve more into that. So that's how these readings work. And we'll pull past and present and future card. See how Seungkwan and Youngji feel about each other. Okay. Past, present, future. Okay. We got 2 5s. That's really interesting. 5s are usually talking about like disharmony. Sometimes there's usually too many things going on to focus. So we have the 5 of Pentacles in the past. Pentacles talk about your resources. So your resources having a lot of interruption. It just means like the flow of money. A lot of times it can mean business or it can mean altruism. So either maybe they've run into each other doing like fundraising things, or it's just they've seen each other around the same business circles. I haven't seen if they've been on her show, but I have a feeling they have been on her show. If Seungkwan himself hasn't, 17 definitely should have been. I feel like maybe it was another member though. It was probably Hoshi or somebody that was on her show. But I feel like he's definitely met her before they did their song together. Because this is kind of the old past. I don't know. Did she have a history? Was she ever a trainee with other companies? Because I feel like she's younger than them, but she may have been a trainee as a child or something. Or she has a family member that was. I don't know. It seems like she's been around like idols for a long time. That's the vibe I get. So yeah, this 5 of Pentacles is more of like a back and forth. And this card being in reverse is one of the few that the reverse is a more positive connotation, because it talks about giving more than receiving. Like I said, it could be that they were at similar charity events or that they were at similar work events, something like that. But it seems more centered around work and resources and money than it was personal. 5 of Wands now. I don't know. I don't want to say they don't like each other, but I feel like maybe they don't see eye to eye. Because 5 of Wands tends to be like a lot of people kind of having conflict. So it could be someone has said something that created like a misunderstanding, or someone said a joke that the other person did not like. I do get the vibe that they're two big personalities, so they could clash. And that's kind of the feeling I get. I don't get like malice in particular, but I do get like they probably would run into very different crowds that don't necessarily like each other. And it makes sense because also the future for the King of Cups in reverse means also people that kind of say things without thinking of how they affect other people. So it means they might talk trash about each other, or just say things like they didn't have a good experience with the other person. Because it means like a release of like negative emotions. And it means you're pretty firm in your stance of those negative emotions. And it's very personal. It's like how I felt, how I feel about this when it's the king. So I don't know if they personally made this interaction bad or other people around them made the interaction uncomfortable, but or just the business side was hard to agree on things, so they kind of were at odds. I don't know how truly personal. Maybe let me see if I can pull a clarifier. I mean, we're gonna pull cards on both sides anyway, but I just want to pull one thing to know if it was personal or business. Okay. Nine of Cups again. This is like having a lot of options. Okay, I'm gonna pull some cards on the other, but this makes me wonder if maybe she was not a first choice for the rapper on this song, and that led to hurt feelings. Let's see what's going on. But yeah, I see a lot of conflict and like miscommunication going on, and also maybe like a conflict of like artistic vision, because it is wands. So let's go ahead and see Seungkwan first. Oops. How many cards is that? Yeah, you can take these. Okay. It does feel like a scramble and changes, and the Tower in reverse tells me there was a big change. So either she wasn't the first choice for the song, or something happened that changed the song like drastically at some point. That would affect their friendship. I almost feel like who they wanted, it didn't work out, so she was like a fill-in or something. Like she was like a last minute replacement. Because Eight of Swords talks about being able to come out of like a trap situation. Death in reverse talks about a rebirth, a renewal. But the Three of Swords is a sorrow about it. Like, so you're disappointed that things didn't work out the way that you planned. In this case, Seungkwan was upset. Ten of Swords means something ended. It was the end of an idea, a cycle of ideas that they had. I don't keep up with rappers and stuff, so I don't know if maybe the other person they had might have had a scandal that caused them to choose someone else. We have two queens in reverse as well. I wonder if it was a bigger female rapper that was supposed to be in it. Like, and I feel like Youngji is like newly coming up. So when I say bigger, I just mean someone who was popular like before her. So maybe someone like Jessie might have been supposed to be the original person, and it didn't work out. Or the idea like changed last minute, or the song itself completely changed last minute. Or the whole comeback happened so fast they couldn't this other person couldn't get into it. It's definitely female energy in it. Like two women. So on top of like, I don't know what her zodiac sign is. Virgo. Okay. And Taurus. So we're seeing earth signs, which makes sense. It just feels very chaotic. His energy about it. At least the good news is there's no cups, so I don't feel like maybe their current feelings are like personal. And it feels lots of swords. This is very idea driven. It's very like, to me, still feels business. So it does feel like, and it feels like there's two female options. This Queen of Swords feels like someone cutting ties, someone having to let go of an idea. And then this one talks about not having the same like impact financially, or like not having the same resources. So, and it could be time. A lot of times with Pentacles, I also see this as a form of time, which is a valuable resource as well. So it could be like a last minute woman coming in. So far I'm still seeing kind of like that going on, that it's business and a cancellation and a reforming because things just, something fell apart and someone had to find their way like out of a bad decision or a situation. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and see, well, let me see, what's the bottom of the deck? The World. So everything still came out. Maybe they'll talk about their experience more, but let's see what Youngji feels in the moment. How does Youngji feel regarding Seungkwan? Fool in reverse. That could mean she thinks he's a little rash or immature even. See, the Sun in reverse. Oops. Queen of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Judgment in reverse. King of Wands. King of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. And Nine of Pentacles. Let me make sure you guys can see everything. Push this up a little bit. So it could not just be Seungkwan directly, but the whole situation to her could feel a bit rushed and like she didn't get to put as much of herself into it as she wanted to. Queen of Wands in reverse also to me could mean like a bad temperament. So they could have argued about something. The Sun in reverse kind of leans back to that Three of Swords. There's like unhappiness. Ace of Pentacles though means could mean she viewed it as a financial opportunity, or she's looking for it now to help her create more opportunities for herself. Judgment in reverse. The first thing that comes to me is that she thought she was going to be able to take something to like the next level. Like, I don't know if she thought she was going to be more incorporated in the songwriting process and she was left to come in at the very end or something. So she didn't get to like again, like put her stamp on things, bring it into a new space she wanted it to be in. And the King being upright with the Queen being reversed makes me feel like the Queen means it might have not allowed her to work with everyone like she wanted to, but I think she's still proud of like what she's done. And I think if she had the chance again, she would certainly work with them again. So again, I don't see this being personal. I see it, being business. And, short end of the question is, if she got the opportunity again to work with them, she would. If we're looking at things in the situation as time here, she just wasn't given time. This is interesting because I'm curious if this means everyone doing this had like so many things going on that they didn't, like, either things were rushed or they just weren't managed properly because there was a lot of stuff going on for other people, or if it was her. I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow 17 so closely that I know what they're up to right now. But I know Youngji would be busy kind of taking advantage of all the new opportunities she's had since she's won her show. So it could just mean, we're talking about there's a lot of new opportunities, or there were a lot of opportunities at the time. It's also got that Four of Cups in reverse too, which talks about a force. It could be that she had a lot that she gave up to do this, and she's, she intentionally had to miss out on some things. And that could lead to some of the resentment because these, obviously these are cups. So she's kind of like, I gave up stuff for you and you guys couldn't let me have like more say in what was going on. So I don't know. I feel like there was either miscommunication or feeling like things were just mishandled. Again, I don't think they have like personal resentments to each other. It could be like they're both angry like with management about how things were handled. Because again, I don't see it super personal. I see like this queen really talking about how things deal with other people. He had two queens as well talking about how things are related to other people. And then she ends with the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like, even though she gave up things, I think she's still fine. Like, she's gonna be fine. It's like, she's probably really good with her financial planning. But I do think there's some disappointment and some anger about things being mismanaged. That seems to be what keeps coming through for me in these cards. Like I said, I don't see any romance here, and I just see a lot of like miscommunication or things just really getting misconstrued, or time constraints not working out for the things that they want. And while everybody seems okay, like there's no like life-changing things, especially on his side, it seems like there was a lot of like, again, last minute changes or things not being planned properly with the song, and she's kind of just dealing with it. But she did give up things to be there in her time to feel like she didn't get appreciated in the way she should have. So I think but I don't think this would stop her from working with them again. And I brought up my Marvel mat because I got some new Marvel Oracle cards. So I'm just going to pull a couple cards at the end for that. And she had the Emperor in reverse at the bottom of the deck for her, which means a lack of structure, a lack of organization. So the system is not working. So let's see what couple just overall vibes for the future. Will we see them interacting in the future? Let's just pull a couple cards and see what we get. I think first, smash later. So we got control at all costs, think first, smash later. That cracks me up. All that I seek is in my grasp. So I don't see them doing very much in the future. I see them being very focused on their personal decisions. I just think they're both artists that have very clear ideas of where they want to go for their futures. And they're going to be just like honed in on that. Like I said, so the Smash later, hopefully this means they will be on like some kind of maybe a variety show together at some point. But these two really make me feel like they have personal goals that they're, you know, we have Dr. Doom and Thanos who have very rigid and self-benefiting like views of the world and the way the world should be and what they want to do with it. So yeah, I just feel like they have this like bristle when they get up against each other, that they both kind of want different things. But it's not out of picture, so I do think they would both do a TV show or a variety show or something like that with each other at some point. But it's just, I don't know if they're going to actually work together again. But I don't think they hate that idea either. It's just the way things work out. So thank you so much for ordering this reading, or requesting this reading anyway. And I appreciate you guys so much. The donators, you guys help so much. If you want to also donate to my Ko-fi page, the link is in the description. I also, again, offer private readings. As you can see, I have this now to sit on my table permanently. Visit my shop, Etsy shop, Sky and Thread, if you want more information on personal readings there. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and I'll see you again soon, okay?